always go according to the script we write for ourselves. Unexpected events can turn everything upside down in ways we never imagined. That's exactly what happened to me. My wife's sister came to visit for a couple months while she worked in our town. Her job involved nightlife, so she would come home in the morning after a raucous party, sleep in until lunchtime, and repeat the same procedure every day. This disrupted my sleep, which affected my mood in the mornings. My wife also kept her company, which I was not happy about. I had to work late because I could not concentrate on my work in the mornings. Despite my best efforts, I could not convince my wife to send my sister to a hotel or rent an apartment to her. One morning, as I was getting ready for work, they came home in a cab. I got a call from the cab driver asking me to pick up two girls who were not sober. I won't say I was happy about it or that it was easy, but with the cab driver's help, the two bodies did make it home and were safely placed on the bed. The tension was enormous, and it was obvious that there was going to be a major showdown in our apartment tonight due to recent events. This situation could not continue any longer. Throughout the day, I felt an intense anger that consumed me, forcing me to finish work in a hurry. However, I was not able to leave work early enough. As I drove home, the anger gradually dissipated, and I found myself mentally replaying various scenarios of the upcoming conversation. Concluding that it would be more helpful to have a peaceful conversation, I decided to order dinner for 3 from the delivery service. Unfortunately, they weren't home and their phones went unanswered, which reignited my anger. I barely touched the delivered meal, but I drank almost all of the alcohol. My mind, now a little calmer, was no longer consumed with anger. I just waited for them to arrive, sitting in the hallway in front of the TV. Luckily, tomorrow was my day off. As the sky began to lighten, a phone call brought me back to reality. My wife's sister asked me to help my beloved wife out of the cab. This brought on a new burst of anger, but I couldn't leave my wife on the street. The whole showdown with my wife would be when she woke up. I put my beloved to bed. I made a decision to talk to her sister. When I came out, she had already showered and changed her clothes. She was sitting in the living room with a large glass in her hand. She seemed resigned to the fact that the conversation was inevitable. She had already mentally prepared herself for a fight. However, things didn't work out the way I had planned. She initiated the conversation. I realized that there are a lot of difficulties from me, but it's my job, she said. It's been 3 years since I last saw my sister. I don't know when I will have the opportunity to visit your city again. So, I ask for your patience, and I am willing to make up for the trouble I have caused. She rose from her chair, set her glass on the table, walked over to me, and her robe slipped to the floor. She kissed me and led me to the couch. I thought to myself, well, compensation is compensation. And indeed, compensation helped me relax. The next morning, I was no longer upset, but rather anticipating, what if everything happens again? I really liked the way her sister compensated me for the moral damage.